Welcome. I'm Eden Fox, and this is Grounded to Fly, a meditation created for performers before they step into the spotlight. If you're listening to this, chances are you're about to share a piece of yourself. Maybe you're stepping onto a stage, walking onto a set, heading into an audition, standing behind a microphone, going into a rehearsal, giving a speech, or preparing for a performance that matters deeply to you. Whatever has brought you here, I'm glad you're here. For the next 30 minutes, there's nowhere else you need to be. Nothing to rehearse, nothing to fix, nothing to prove. Just breathe. Find a position that feels comfortable. You can sit, stand, or lie down. Let your hands rest wherever they naturally fall. If it feels safe, allow your eyes to close. A little deeper than usual, take in one slow breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Again, breathing in and letting it go. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Notice that your breath already knows what to do. You don't have to force it. You don't have to earn it. You simply allow it. Right now, that's all we're going to do. Allow. Allow yourself to arrive. Allow yourself to soften. Allow yourself to be exactly as you are. Because the version of you sitting here right now is enough to begin. Before we go any further, I want you to hear something, not with your ears, with the part of you that sometimes forgets. You do not have to become someone else before you perform. You don't have to become fearless. You don't have to become perfect. You don't have to become worthy. You already are. This meditation isn't about transforming you into a different artist. It's about helping you remember the artist you've been all along. Now notice the sounds around you. Maybe the quiet hum of a room, traffic in the distance, air moving through a vent, the beating of your own heart. You don't have to push any of it away. Everything belongs. Everything can exist without taking you away from this moment, because your attention always has a home. Whenever your mind wanders, simply come back to your breath, to your body, to yourself. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Imagine that today has been like carrying a backpack. Inside it, every conversation, every email, every traffic light, every audition notification, every unanswered message, every expectation, every criticism you've ever believed, every comparison you made, every what if. You've carried it all day, maybe longer. Now, without rushing, imagine taking that backpack off. Feel the weight leaving your shoulders. Place it gently beside you. You don't have to throw it away. You don't have to solve everything. You're simply choosing, for the next few moments, not to carry it. Take a deeper breath. Feel the space you've created. Notice how much energy was being spent simply holding on. Now bring your awareness to your feet. Feel wherever they're touching the surface. Notice the temperature, the pressure, the texture beneath you. Beneath the surface, there is earth. Steady, ancient, patient. The same earth that held every artist who came before you. The first storyteller around a fire, the first dancer, the first musician, every actor waiting in the wings, every singer before the first note, every comedian before the lights came up. Every artist has stood where you stand now, feeling hopeful, feeling uncertain, feeling alive. You are not alone. You never have been. Imagine roots extending from the soles of your feet, slowly, gently, finding their way into the earth, not trapping you, supporting you. The deeper those roots grow, the lighter your heart becomes, grounded so you can fly. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Now, bring your awareness to the very top of your head. Imagine a warm light resting there. Not a spotlight, not the lights of a stage. A gentle warmth, like the first sunlight after a long night. It doesn't ask anything of you. It simply reminds you that you're here, present, alive. Allow that warmth to slowly move through you, across your forehead. If your brow is holding on, let it soften. There is nothing you need to figure out right now. No problem to solve, no future to predict. Only this breath. Notice your eyes. They've spent all day looking outward, reading, watching, comparing, planning. Let the tiny muscles around them rest. Imagine your eyes floating peacefully behind your eyelids, quiet, curious, unhurried. Bring your awareness to your jaw. Many performers carry entire conversations there, entire auditions, entire reviews, entire fears. If your teeth are touching, let them separate just a little. Allow your tongue to rest gently in your mouth. Feel your cheeks soften. Your face no longer needs to perform. It simply gets to exist. Bring your attention to your neck, your throat, the place where words, songs, laughter, and truth find their way into the world. You don't need to force anything open. Simply breathe into this space. Imagine every inhale creating a little more room, every exhale releasing anything that doesn't belong. Now notice your shoulders. How much have they been carrying today? Without judging, just notice. As you exhale, allow them to fall a fraction of an inch. Not because you're giving up, because you're giving yourself back. Feel your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands. These hands have learned, they've practiced, they've created, they've applauded others, they've held scripts, microphones, musical instruments, dance partners, paintbrushes, pens, props. They have already done so much. Take a moment to silently thank them. Now, bring awareness to your heart. Notice its rhythm. Maybe it's calm, maybe it's quick, maybe it's pounding. Whatever you notice, let it be enough. Your heart isn't making a mistake. It knows something meaningful is approaching. Long before your mind understands, your heart begins preparing. Thank it. Instead of asking it to slow down, ask it to walk beside you. Now bring awareness to your stomach. This is where performers often meet the butterflies. The fluttering, the anticipation, the uncertainty. For a long time, you may have thought these sensations meant something was wrong. What if they mean something else? What if those butterflies are simply your body saying, "This matters"? Not, "You're in danger," just, "This matters." Notice what changes when you stop fighting them. Maybe they become lighter, maybe they keep fluttering. Either is okay. You don't have to silence them. You only have to make room for them. Allow that warm light to continue moving through your hips, your legs, your knees, your calves, all the way to your feet. Feel the whole of your body now, not as separate pieces, but as one living instrument. Every performer has an instrument. For you, your instrument is you. Your body, your breath, your imagination, your experiences, your joy, your grief, your curiosity. Nothing is missing. Everything you've lived becomes part of your art. Take a slow breath in. Feel your entire body expand. And as you exhale, feel yourself settle. Not becoming smaller, becoming steadier. This is your home. This body, this breath, this moment. If you lose your way tonight, you can always return here. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Take another slow breath and notice, without changing anything, how your body feels. Perhaps your heartbeat has shifted. Perhaps it hasn't. Perhaps excitement is still moving through you. Good. Let's talk about that. Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught that confidence feels calm and anxiety feels loud. But your body doesn't always know the difference. The same racing heart, the same quickened breath, the same rush of energy. One story calls it fear. Another story calls it excitement. Right now, you don't have to decide which one it is. You only have to notice. There is energy moving through you. Energy isn't the enemy. Energy is fuel. The question isn't whether you have it. The question is where you'll guide it. Imagine standing beside a wide river. The water is moving. You could stand in the middle of the current, trying to stop it. Or you could step into a boat, take the oars, and let the current carry you where you're meant to go. Your energy is that river. You don't have to dam it. You don't have to outrun it. You only have to steer. Take a deep breath. Imagine every inhale gathering your energy, every exhale giving it direction, not scattered, not frantic, focused, clear, alive. Think back for a moment. Can you remember a performance that surprised you? Maybe it wasn't perfect. Maybe you missed a line, forgot a lyric, changed something unexpectedly, and somehow it became more real, more human, more alive. The audience didn't connect because everything went according to plan. They connected because you stayed present. Remember that. Presence is stronger than perfection. Again, presence is stronger than perfection. There is nothing you can do right now that will make you worthy, and there is nothing you can do right now that can take your worth away. The performance is something you do. It is not who you are. Breathe that in. Your career, your reviews, your callbacks, your applause, they are parts of your journey. They are not the measure of your value. If fear appears today, let it ride beside confidence. If doubt appears, let curiosity take its hand. If excitement arrives, welcome it. There is room for every feeling. None of them are driving. You are. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. Notice that all three are already working together, without effort, without perfection, without permission, exactly as they were designed to. You are not waiting to become ready. You are remembering that you already are. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Now, I want you to travel back for a moment, not to your biggest performance, not to your best review, not to the moment someone told you that you were talented. Go further back, before anyone was watching, before anyone had an opinion, before you knew whether this would become a career. Remember the first moment you felt the pull? The first time you felt that spark? Maybe it was a song, a scene, a character, a joke you told that made people laugh, a dance you couldn't stop doing, a story you needed to tell, a moment where you thought, I want to do that. Remember the person you were in that moment, the younger version of you, the version who wasn't thinking about awards or reviews or whether you were enough. You simply loved it. You played, you explored, you imagined. You created because creating felt like breathing. Take a moment to honor that person. They are still with you. They are not naive. They are not gone. They are the reason you are here. The world may have added layers, expectations, competition, rejection, comparison. But underneath all of that, the artist is still there, curious, open, ready to discover. Tonight, you don't have to perform for approval. You get to participate in a moment of connection. Because that's what art is, a conversation, a bridge. One human being saying, "This is something I have felt," and another human being saying, "I have felt that too." You don't have to reach every person. You don't have to make everyone understand. You don't have to control what someone takes away. Your job is simply to offer your truth, openly, generously, fully. Imagine holding a small flame in your hands. This flame represents everything you bring with you: your training, your experiences, your imagination, your humor, your perspective, your pain, your joy, every person you have loved, every challenge you've survived, every lesson you've learned, every version of yourself that brought you here. All of it becomes part of the flame. You don't have to make the flame brighter by force. You don't have to prove it deserves to burn. It already does. Your job is simply to carry it. Take a breath and silently repeat, "I bring my whole self. I bring my curiosity. I bring my courage. I bring my truth." Now imagine that the audience, the camera, the casting room, or the person watching you is not a wall. It is another human being. Not someone waiting to judge, someone waiting to connect, someone who wants you to succeed, someone who came here to experience something real. You do not walk into the light alone. You bring every person you've ever been, every teacher who encouraged you, every friend who believed in you, every stranger who inspired you, every mistake that taught you, every moment that shaped you. All of it comes with you. And now there is nothing left to prove, only something to share. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Now, I want you to imagine the moment before you begin, the few minutes before the performance, the place performers know well, the hallway, the dressing room, the wings, the green room, the quiet corner before your name is called. Notice where you are. Notice the details, the sounds, the temperature, the feeling in the air. There is anticipation here, a beautiful kind of electricity. Something is about to happen. You notice your costume, your clothes, your shoes, the tools of your craft. You notice your body, your breath, your heartbeat, and you remember, this feeling is familiar. You have been here before. Maybe not in this exact moment, but you have stood at this doorway many times. A voice inside you may say, "What if I make a mistake? What if I'm not good enough? What if tonight isn't my night?" And you gently answer, "Maybe. Maybe something unexpected will happen. Maybe I will discover something new. Maybe I will surprise myself." Because the greatest performances are not created by controlling every second. They are created by being available for every second. You hear your cue, the moment arrives, the doorway opens, and before you step through, you take one breath, just one, a breath that brings you home. Feet grounded, heart open, mind curious. You step forward, not because you have no fear, because you have something greater than fear, purpose. The lights come up, the room becomes quiet, and there you are, exactly where you are meant to be. Notice that you are not trying to become someone else. You are allowing the training, allowing the preparation, allowing the imagination, allowing the years of work to rise naturally. You listen, you respond, you play, you breathe, you connect. You don't chase the moment. You are inside the moment. If a mistake happens, you remain. If something unexpected happens, you remain. If the energy changes, you remain. Because you know how to come back to the breath, back to the body, back to yourself. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Now, take a moment to notice where you are. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice the space around you. And remember, the performance was never about leaving yourself behind. It was about bringing yourself more fully forward. You do not disappear when you step onto a stage. You arrive. You do not lose yourself in the character. You bring more of yourself to the moment. You do not have to become extraordinary. You simply have to become available. Think about a bird preparing to fly. It does not fight the wind. It uses the wind. It does not apologize for having wings. It does not question whether it is allowed to rise. It trusts what it was built to do. And you have wings too. Your wings are your preparation. Your wings are your imagination. Your wings are your discipline. Your wings are every hour you spent learning your craft. Your wings are every rejection that strengthened you. Your wings are every moment you chose to keep going. But before you fly, you must be grounded, because flight without grounding becomes panic. Grounding without flight becomes hesitation. You need both, the roots and the wings, the stillness and the movement, the breath and the expression. So tonight, before you begin, remember, your feet are connected to the earth. Your heart is connected to your purpose. Your mind is connected to the present. And your spirit is free. You are allowed to enjoy this. Say it with me in your mind. I am allowed to enjoy this. Not just survive it, not just get through it, not just hope it goes well. Enjoy it. The moment you dreamed about, the moment you worked for, the moment you are creating. There will only be one performance exactly like this one. One audience, one room, one version of you. One moment that will never happen again. And that is the gift. You don't need to capture the moment. You don't need to hold it perfectly. You simply need to meet it. Fully, openly, with curiosity. Now, place one hand over your heart if that feels comfortable. Feel the warmth of your own hand. Feel the person underneath the performer, the human underneath the artist, the heartbeat that existed before the applause, the heartbeat that will remain after it. And silently repeat, I am grounded. I am present. I trust my preparation. I trust my instincts. I am here to connect. I am here to play. I am ready. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. Before we return, I want to give you something to carry with you, a small ritual, something you can remember anywhere, before a performance, before an audition, before walking into a room where your heart is beating a little faster. Take one breath, feel your feet, and say, my feet are grounded. My heart is open. My mind is clear. My story is ready. I don't need to be perfect. I only need to be present. I am enough before I begin. I am enough while I perform. I am enough when it ends. One final breath, a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release the last bit of doubt you're carrying. You have done the work. You have prepared. You have practiced. You have earned this moment. Now you get to experience it. The stage is not a place where you prove yourself. It is a place where you share yourself. When you are ready, begin to bring awareness back to your body, the room around you, the surface beneath you, the sounds nearby. Slowly move your fingers, your shoulders, your feet. Return gently, bringing this steadiness with you. And when the moment comes, when the lights rise, when the camera turns on, when the music begins, when your name is called, remember, come back to the breath, come back to the body, come back to yourself. Breathe, ground, trust, fly. You are ready.